Hi, I'm Robin O'Grady, and I'm the Executive Director of Fusion here in Federal Way. Fusion's transitional housing programs provided transitional housing paired with supportive case management to 24 families last year and 79 individuals. We are committed to making sure that we continue to increase our impact in the community by adding one housing unit annually to our inventory. This means that our children have a safe place to do their homework and lay their heads at night, and our parents have the opportunity to further their education or seek gainful employment. Each family accomplishes their goals with the guided support of a skilled case manager, and as a result, we're able to mitigate trauma and break the cycle of generational poverty and other barriers to success for our families. 4 years ago, we opened our Fusion Decor Boutique here in Federal Way, and funds generated from our store help our family housing program. And of course, we couldn't do the great work that we do without you and your help. Your furnishing and decor donations to Fusion and your purchase of household furniture and decor at our Fusion store provide critical funds to operate Fusion's transitional housing program. I want to take a moment to thank all of our local businesses and our individual contributors for their support of our mission at Fusion. If you decide you want to become part of the Fusion family, we encourage you to check out our website at fusionfederalway.org. I'm Robin O'Grady, the Executive Director of Fusion here in Federal Way. Stop by the boutique sometime. I'd love to give you a tour and tell you more about our great work. Together, we can continue to make an impact on families and homelessness in our community.
Thank you. I want to give you the keys to your brand new home. And I want to thank you for all you've done to raise I also want to introduce you to these wonderful people from Lennar. Hello. Made this home absolutely stunningly beautiful. Wait till you see. They're so excited for you. So thank you.
You guys are the best because everybody here has supported me in so many ways. So thank you.
Proud of you for all that you've accomplished. You've worked very, very hard for the 2-year period, and you've taken advantage of every opportunity given to you. And we're just really proud of you, and we want to congratulate you and wish you the best. And I know this home will open many other doors for you in the future. So thank you for you. All right.
Overwhelmed. Thank you.
Cool mirror. Soccer ball. Wow, that's cool, little film kit.
What do you think?
Sweet.
Oh my goodness. How pretty is this?
I work with Lennar. I'm the director of marketing. I'm in charge of all of our model homes, including all of our furniture. So this was a unique opportunity for me because I was able to get furniture, kind of get some from some model homes that we were closing out of, work with some people. I helped coordinate getting some stuff donated. We got the washer and dryer from our appliance company, and together we all just put it together and it came out. So she came in and she immediately started crying, and of course we all were so excited in the moment. We said welcome home, the kids started crying, we started crying. So yeah, it was a magical moment, and we're just so happy to be here and to be a part of it. So thank you.
These are the faces of families in your community. They're mothers, fathers, sons, and daughters. They're your neighbors, but these faces share another common bond. Not long ago, these families were homeless.
Thank you is not even close to being enough for how truly grateful we are for what Fusion Housing has done for us. When we walked into the home you provided, all I wanted to do was cry tears of joy. My family is at peace now, and they absolutely love their new home.
Close to half of the homeless population in Washington State is comprised of families with children. Sometimes, all it takes is a lost job, a health crisis, or the decision to leave an abusive relationship that leaves a family on the streets and without the means to cover even their most basic needs. 20 years ago, a group in South King County gathered to discuss how they could help address the homelessness and support service gaps that face the growing population of South King County. People and families were falling through the cracks and, from no fault of their own, becoming homeless. Something had to be done.
It's very amazing to recall that 20 years ago we were meeting in Peggy Laporte's kitchen at her request to discuss the vision she had put together to respond to her observed need for the homeless. I was well aware of the challenges that we would face.
And that's where Fusion begins. Fusion is a nonprofit organization dedicated to providing homeless families with the comprehensive services like a safe and stable home and access to their mental health and social service partners so residents can work towards self-sufficiency.
I think that Fusion and other worthwhile organizations are critically important to providing not just a safety net, but a step up. We just don't want to hold people in a safety net. We want to give them an opportunity to step up out of the hole they found themselves in and to move forward. Fusion has a history now, a proven history of doing that, but giving them a step up so they can move forward with their lives and with their family lives.
For the past 2 decades, Fusion has rallied the community around our most vulnerable families. Volunteers keep homes welcoming and families comfortable. Unique approaches to fundraising include an annual summer art event. Held in August, sponsors and volunteers put in an amazing effort to draw crowds to the themed event. The summer event promotes Fusion, its mission, and helps the dedicated and generous partners and sponsors raise needed funds that support the purchase or rent of homes and apartments. Sponsors find the experience both fun and rewarding, knowing that when they give back, they're helping build a stronger, healthier, and viable community. Virtually every dollar raised funds Fusion's mission, and in an effort to keep pace with growing needs, Fusion has opened the Fusion Decor Boutique. Run entirely by volunteers, the boutique features antiques and gently used furniture. The proceeds fund housing and services for those most in need.
I look at the Fusion program as a very unique program. It offers transitional housing for homeless families in Federal Way, Northeast Tacoma. The services that the families require that we see include financial education. Children receive services while they're in Fusion. It can be a variety of things. Most likely it centers around education. Overall for the Fusion program, our success is measured by families when they exit the Fusion program, that they go into permanent housing.
I may never have the chance to meet you or shake your hand or tell you what this key has meant to me. We will probably remain nameless and faceless to each other. But know that when I thank God for this haven of hope, this real home, I thank you too, because this chance, this key can make all the difference in my tomorrows.
Fusion has provided over 200 families with housing that has moved them from homelessness to self-sufficiency. And that's really quite remarkable when you think about it, considering the fact that there's an estimated 2 million individuals without homes that are homeless, and mostly that is women and children. And I think that when we are able to support the basic needs of these individuals, it does instill a sense of pride and motivates them to be very productive members of our community. I think we all agree that this isn't going to be solved overnight. It's really just one family at a time. I am proud to be a supporter over the ensuing years of Fusion, and equally just as proud to be a member of the advisory board. Our mission at CHI Franciscan is to create healthier communities, as it is with the Fusion mission. And because of this, I think that there's a lot of partnering and synergy between the two organizations. It's important to remember that not only is the physical health of a community important, but in order to achieve that goal, you really need to have the structure in place, the housing, the shelter, the food, and other basic support structure for people to be able to attain that physical health.
Will you, your organization, or business help us continue to provide housing and support services to homeless families in our community? There are many ways you can get involved. Ask one of our volunteers. We feature many branding and promotional opportunities for our sponsors and volunteers. This helps showcase their organization along with their talent and teamwork at numerous public events. Additionally, sponsors get recognized on our websites, social media pages, local television and radio commercials. We are also looking for partnerships with businesses for seasonal promotional announcement and fundraising drives. At Fusion, we know we can't do it alone.
My name is Peggy Laporte, and I'm the founder of Fusion, a transitional housing program for homeless families in Federal Way in Tacoma. We call ourselves an upscale resale. We're not a thrift store, although our prices are really great. But you'll see that the quality of the furniture that we accept is exceptional. We don't take things that are frayed or faded, scratched up. When this customer comes in, it feels like they're in a furniture store. It was about 3 years ago when the board of directors realized that, we're not going to be able to really count on the funding that we've had in the past, government funding, and we needed to create another revenue stream in order to support our mission so we can grow and provide more housing units. And decided let's make a good use of this and see if what we can put together a business plan and all of that. It's been hugely successful. It's been an amazing endeavor, and a lot of positive energy is generated here. And I really believe that's because of the volunteers. They just give so much time, and they're happy. They love working here, so it's a good thing. The money goes directly to serving the homeless in our community, homeless families specifically. We would like to be able to provide more housing units. The need is great, and we're just scratching the surface, basically. We have 19 homes right now. We want to grow and add more housing. Our goal is to add 5 more housing units over the next 5 years. People usually contact us via email, and they also call here at the boutique. So we have a truck, and we're happy to pick up. Well, we have several store managers. We have Kristen Jaka, who is pretty much the general manager, and I work as a co-manager, just doing the setup of the furniture, rearranging and pricing. And then Paula Freeman as our treasurer. And then we have several guys who, oh my goodness, I don't know what we would do without them, because they're the ones who go out and pick up the furniture and bring it to us and load it. They have formed a wonderful friendship and a bond. They really enjoy doing what they do, which is just great. Then we have lots of volunteers that have schedules. There's an amazing amount of furniture, all kinds of things, from pianos and antiques, armoires, entertainment centers that can be converted into other uses, in your home. We've had everything you can imagine, and I found that there's a buyer for everything. We are so excited. We have some great news to share, in that we're going to be moving. We have found that the store has been so successful that we thought, let's find a permanent location. And we discovered it, and we are excited to be sharing it in the same building that the Poverty Bay Coffee is in. It's going to be a wonderful space for us, about the same size as what we have here, maybe a little bit larger. The good news is we've got a garage area and a loading dock, so we do not have to take furniture through the front door any longer and disrupt business at the same time. So I think it's going to really work out well for us.